Today I fucked up by never realizing that my ex-partner was sexually assaulting me. Sigh, this one is a bit of a sad one because it's only just really hit me. I think for a long time I pushed it to the back of my memory and never thought about it enough to realize. When I was 16, I'm now turning 24, I started dating this guy who was a year older than me. He was my first boyfriend and the first person I experienced everything sexual with. A couple of months into our relationship he was over visiting and I fell asleep on my bed, on my stomach. I'm not sure how long I was asleep for, but I am just naturally a very light sleeper. I woke up to him basically spreading my butt cheeks for his own pleasure. This was the first of many times. Almost every few nights I would be woken up by him basically moving my underwear to the side so he could look and touch himself. One night I even woke up to him rubbing his dick on my face. I would never wake up suddenly enough for him to notice I was even awake, so every time he thought I was asleep. To his father doesn't know that I know what he was doing. He never discussed any of this with me prior for consent. I only just started thinking about it recently and realized how fucked up that is, and to be honest I don't really know how to feel. Too long didn't read. My first boyfriend used to touch me when he thought I was asleep and doesn't know to this day that I know. Just now realizing how fucked up that is. This is SP sad and shitty for you. It can be really hard to understand these things while they were happening. I didn't realize how bad the abuse I was taking until I was in classes about abuse. I blame porn. Lots of sleep porn over there. I have a friend who woke up to her boyfriend trying to penetrate her ass, which she hates. I said that was abuse. She didn't see it that way. I have this go round with my husband. Like, I like sex, wake me up first. Give me a chance to be involved. Don't treat me like a toy. He genuinely thinks it's nice to be able to just roll over in the night, and if he has a boner be able to just push it in me. Like penis cuddling. I finally had to spell out that with my history of sexual trauma, he wakes me up first or divorce, because I'm tired of getting fucking triggered in the middle of the night. His penis is not more important than my right to say yes or no first. I feel for you. Similar thing happened to me at 16. It's taken me a very long time to recognize I wasn't to blame and he was wrong for what he did. Don't blame yourself for this. You did nothing wrong here and all the shame should be on him. I'm a guy that's been sexually assaulted by women in several relationships of mine, and I guess because of how men are socialized, toxic masculinity, some combination of factors, it just never even occurred to me until I worked through it in therapy pretty recently. Realizing these things about someone you were once so vulnerable and intimate around definitely casts a sad and repulsive shadow on your memory of them. I'm sorry, op frown. I'm so sorry you went through that, especially by more than one person. Hope therapy helped you, growing heart. Today I fucked up by masturbating with a pillow. Today I fucked up by masturbating into a pillow. So this happened a few years back, but I didn't know about this subreddit back then. I apologize to any Today I fucked up purists. Anyway, when this happened, I was a teenage boy, and being a teenage boy I was horny all the damn time. I was getting bored of regular masturbating and porn was boring because every video was basically the same. So I started looking around my room for household items I could use to make it better, or something. When I saw my pile of pillows all around my bed, I was shocked I hadn't thought of this before. When it came time to masturbate, a time when I was the only one at home, I couldn't contain my excitement. I grabbed my pillow, put my dick on top of it, and kind of folded the sides around it. Then I started to move. It felt great. It was way better than what I was used to, and I knew it would feel best this time because it was the first. Fast forward to the end. I came right into the pillow and it felt great. I pulled the pillow off of my dick and was immediately disgusted. Right in the center of the pillow was a huge sticky mess of cum and my own blood. It was awful. I knew the pillow had to have been too rough or something, because there were no cuts or physical marks at all. I had just bled out of the urethra or something. Now if this wasn't bad enough, my entire family happened to come home at this moment. I already had a big washing job ahead and now I couldn't do it till later. I ended up spur of the moment thinking, keep in mind, shoving my dick back in my pants and throwing the bloody, sticky, pillow back onto my bed. Everything went okay with my family, but by the time I got back to my room the blood had dried and the cum had soaked in. Needless to say, I threw that pillow away first chance I had. Too long didn't read, masturbated into a pillow, ended up getting cum and blood all over it. Am I reading this correctly? Yes. Pro tip, invest in some lube. Bro, are you okay? Smiley face. Please tell me you did not have a pillow pal. I don't even know what that is. Edit, just looked it up. No, I did not try to fuck a stuffed animal. I think you would love Big Mouth. It's an animated show on Netflix. You should watch sometime. You will find you have a commonality with one of the characters, Jay, voiced by the great Jason Mantzoukas. This was my first thought too. XD. This reminds me of a comment/post of a guy that created a really elaborate masturbating device with his pillows. I can't remember the details, but I think it was hilarious and there were pictures. Oh man, I hope I remember it. Today I fucked up by taking a shower while my brother was taking one. This happened a few hours ago. Me and my brother got in an argument about something dumb on a video game. Looking back on these arguments I realize how pointless they are. So after the argument, it doesn't feel truly over, so I was still mad at my brother. He got up and left to go take a shower and I sat there while still angry at him. I decided to annoy him. I was gonna take a shower and use all the hot water, so he had to use cold water. This was a huge mistake. I got in the shower and it was cold even after setting it to the temperature on the knob I usually set it to, so I put it on the highest it can go and it was pretty hot. I got in, started taking my shower, knowing he was mad I was using it all, but then the noise of the other showers stopping came up and right after the water turned extremely hot. My first instinct was to get away from the super hot water, but that was hard because the shower is relatively small, so I had to get out. I managed to get out and turn it off, but not after being burned by the water. I felt fine for a few minutes, but then my skin started to dry up and it was extremely painful to touch. I feel less pain now, but I still regret my decision from a few hours ago. Too long didn't read, got mad at my brother, so I stole the hot water from him and burnt myself in the process. Real brother, what are you doing? This is so stupid, I love it. I thought from the title this was going to be a very different kind of story. Pro tip, use the laundry room sink and alternate between hot and cold for chaos mode. Karma really is a bitch sometimes.